فكرة كيو بي دبليو كانت في بالي من سنة 99 تقريبا، من بعد تنظيم أول عرض مصارعة في قطر في ملعب التنس والسكواش. كنت أفكر أني أسس حاجة للوطن العربي، كون أن في الوطن العربي كله لا يوجد أي قاعدة لعالم مصارعة المحترفين.
I came to Qatar back in 1999, and this was my first time in Qatar. Loved it. Mr. Ali, he did see me in when I did come into Qatar as a fan of wrestling, but now he's on the other end, and as the chairman of QPW, it's going to be a go.
So 2011, the first time WWE came to the Middle East, here in Doha, Qatar actually, the feedback was so amazing of the crowd and of the population that in 2012, Ali Marafi and myself met several times, and we're discussing the opportunity and the idea of creating an own pro wrestling brand in the Middle East, which we would become the first.
فكرة كيو بي دبليو تحققت سنة 2013 ودراستها الفعلية بدأت من 2011 لما جاء الكوفوندر معاي السيد بلال طه. فكرنا في مشروع. الفكرة كانت فكرتي ككيو بي دبليو، وبلال كان أحد المنفذين الرئيسيين معاي، وأحد اللي دعمني مع العضو الثالث اللي هو فهد في تأسيس هذه المنظمة.
Working with QPW has been very rewarding. The opportunity to work with wrestlers from different backgrounds, to work with different event organizers, to work with the marketing team. But most of all, I love the chance to be able to make people smile when they're there at the arena, at the ring, and watching the events live. So all that combined, it's a very enjoyable experience. It's great to meet new people, great to see different personalities, great to especially meet people who I used to watch when I was a young child and seeing kind of who they are in real persons and who they are outside their character from wrestling. most difficult job, at least I do, is organizing all the flight times. The problem is you have multiple people, let's say 20 people coming from different countries. They all come from different time zones, they have different passports. I have to organize visas. I have to organize that their departure times are the same time, and then they're landing a day before the event, they're leaving a day after the event. Involved with the flights also is coordinating with the hotel to make sure that there's hotel pickup, hotel drop off when they land and when they depart.
المهمة الأساسية في الكيو بي دبليو التواصل مع الشركات الراغبة في تنظيم بطولة المصارعة الحرة. مو بس التواصل معهم، حتى في وقت توقيع العقد معهم اتأكد ان هم نفذوا العقد بحذافيره.
احنا تعاوننا مع نجوم كبار في الفترة الأولى، منهم بوب ليشلي، منهم بيج دادي في مصارع رحل عنه، كارليتو، كريس ماستر، ريني دوبري، بالإضافة لاكتشاف عدة مواهب جميلة مثل كريس رابر، ألوفا، مايكل كوفاج، اكتشاف شاب عربي ممتاز اللي هو مستر اتش حسين، بالإضافة إلى مات كروس، بالإضافة إلى جوني موس.
So for QPW, as you know, everybody's a superstar. Clearly, certain wrestlers, they used to wrestle more than 20 years ago already and still doing their job. But if you want to hear some names, for sure, everybody knows Rey Mysterio, John Morrison, Chris Masters, Carlito, we had Alberto Del Rio, and many others even, Bobby Lashley, Alufa, Big V, rest in peace, he passed away 1.5 years ago, and many others, and more actually coming even, and gonna join soon with some surprises which we don't want to mention yet.
It's just amazing how things go here. The business is really good, and you see the talents, you know, the best wrestlers in the world are working for QPW.
I would really say Qatar Pro Wrestling is the most professional wrestling promotion outside of the WWE. I mean, look at the roster, it's incredible.
You know, they've been getting into it, they love the action, love the wrestling, and of course they love the stars that have come over for QPW.
So when negotiating with wrestlers, when kind of putting together their contracts to work with us, like any other agreements, there's going to be negotiations from both parties. One party will want certain clauses, other party will want other clauses. Personally, I felt that the wrestlers have always been quite reasonable. They're very professional, and obviously they're going to have their demands, whether it comes down to their talent fees, whether it comes down to flights, hotel bookings, things like that. But I've always felt that it's not been a super difficult task, but like all contracts, there's a process to go through.
As a wrestler, you really wish for that. We're treated superstars wherever we go. In Qatar, in Kuwait.
I love them because I feel like this is very almost kind of new for them. And for us, it reminds us of the wrestling fans of America, but back in the earlier decades, like the 80s and 90s, like a lot of these people haven't seen some of the simplest stuff and they love it, you know what I mean? So it's not about being overcomplicated out there, it's about giving a good show and giving them something they can understand and digest and a good story.
Welcome to QPW!
احنا قدمنا الى الحين تقريبا 9 أو 10 عروض من عام 2013 لين السنة هذه 2016.
Before we did our first show, we knew that pro wrestling in the Middle East is in the blood of the people. Everybody loves. After soccer, football, everybody loves wrestling. So we expected already the feedback will be very positive.
ردة الفعل كان مثل ما نقول ردة فعل عالمي. الإعلام الأوروبي من ألمانيا، من أمريكا، من فرنسا، غير طبعا الجرائد القطرية، السوشيال ميديا، الكل تكلم عن تجربة الكيو بي دبليو والأسماء اللي شاركت فيه. كون انها اول مؤسسة رسمية في عالم مصارعة المحترفين موجودة في الوطن.
So obviously we are now in the Middle East, in this part of the world. Our aim is not just to bring pro wrestling from Europe and the United States of America and other places. It's actually to build up the awareness in that part of the world and motivate local wrestlers. It doesn't matter which Arab country, to get into this field and start working on it. And we're working on a first wrestling academy, which will be a hotspot for locals to start training and get trained from professional wrestlers to become one day the superstars of this part of the world and maybe all around the world.
ليس هناك أي مدرسة في الوطن العربي مختصة في عالم مصارعة المحترفين أبدا. كان في مدرسة في لبنان، كانت هناك في مدرسة معروفة في لبنان ويدورونها منير حامد الله يرحمه، يوسف حامد وجون سعادة، ومن ثم طلعوا الجيل الجديد ولكن مش بذيك الاحترافية. حاليا ما في مدرسة. احنا دعمنا فكرة مدرسة في دبي ونتعاون معاهم اللي هم مدرسة دبي ريسلينج انترتينمنت. مدرب صديق لنا كالب هول يقوم بتدريب مجموعة من الشباب العرب وهو يبذل جهد كبير واحنا ندعمه. غير هالمدرسة ما في أي مدرسة. يكذب اللي يقول هناك في مدرسة لعالم مصارعة محترفين في الوطن العربي في أي دولة عربية.
I've been down in the city. I went down to some stores in the city.
Surprisingly, it's been easier than I thought to work with big names of wrestlers. Like I said, they're very professional. They've been doing this for many years. They know that they're superstars, but at the same time, they're very humble people. At the end of the day, they understand that, you know, we're also doing them a favor, that we are inviting them to our company.
I wanted to say a little bit about one of the best federations that I've been working for besides WWE, and that's Qatar Pro Wrestling. You know, I've been there a few times, worked a lot of professionals, a lot of names such as John Morrison, Chris the Bambi Killer, Bobby Lashley, and that list just goes on. But I just want to let the people know that if you're looking for one of the best international pro wrestling promotions, it is Qatar Pro Wrestling.
نجوم QPW هم تقريبا 23 اسم، يبدون من نجوم كبار مثل بوبي ليشلي، جون موريسون، كريس رابر، كريس ماستر، كارليتو، ري ميستيريو، ألبرتو ديريو، برودوس كلاي، عندك أيضا جندر محل، عندك مثلا قلنا برودوس كلاي، ميسون رايان، بالإضافة لك مايكل كوفاج، جيسون أندرسون، آل سنو، ذا أومن، عندك جوني موس، جوني ستورم، كابريس كولمان من أحد النجوم المهمين عندنا، مات كروس.
But let me explain to you what QPW has done. QPW has brought in the greatest wrestlers from all over the world to be able to entertain in places that has never had pro wrestling before. Places that's never seen pro wrestlers in real life. And most of the wrestlers that they're able to bring in are wrestlers they have seen on TV. I think this form of entertainment, bar none, sets the pinnacle of entertainment in the Middle East. Why? Because it's bringing something there that's never been there before.
And I'm proud to be a part of QPW, the preeminent professional wrestling organization in the Middle East. To be quite honest, it is #1 in the world. They only use the absolute top as far as talent is concerned. Their production values are second to none. They put on an absolutely amazing show that everyone from every child all the way up to a senior citizen can enjoy. It is an incredible show and you don't want to miss it. And like I said, I've never been prouder to be a part of a professional wrestling organization as I am QPW.
QPW, this is the Wonder Kid Johnny Storm, and I'm back. That means Middle East, QPW, get ready, because when Johnny Storm comes to town, there's always action. Now let me tell you something about the QPW. We wrestle in Egypt, we wrestle in Qatar, we wrestle in the Sudan, which incidentally we'll be going back to later on in the year. Now some of my personal experiences have been absolutely some of the best in my career. I've been in a sandstorm in the middle of the beach in Qatar. I've been chased down the street by the military in the Sudan. These are only a few things that happen in the QPW, but as far as shows go, they draw the most diverse and amazing fans from around the world. And Middle East, get ready, because Johnny Storm is coming back later on in the year, and QPW, you know what to expect when the Wonder Kid comes back to town.
One touch me, one touch me, one say happy.
Hey, you're kidding, right? Oh my God.
Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out!
Take a picture of this.
Oh, somebody's wishing to me that we're long sleeve, huh?
Hey man, I want to
you like to keep them? What's happening?
Exactly. You know, shoot, I saw you in Kuwait. That's where we met. Met again in Egypt. You know, saw you in Qatar. Now we're in Africa. What? Wow. You better ask somebody. That's how we come together.
That's the man. He just put himself on there. That's the meeting man right there. He is the king.
We didn't even know we had the same daddy until we met him.
Yeah.
That's how it works. Still don't know who he is, but you know.
What did you look at this? How are we supposed to look at this? How are we supposed to? I can't see it. You have to turn around.
15 inch. Or 16. I know.
That's a fucking. That's an I.
Oh man, it's tough. Come on, croaky bit. Oh, good. All right. No, making sure we're piloting the boat.
Oh no, I beat Justine already.
Why?
You have wings?
I have wings now, yeah, ready to fly.
احنا كيو بي دبليو اول مؤسسة في عالم مصارعة المحترفين تزور السودان في تاريخ السودان.
because you never know, we can be anywhere.
If you go there, you get the whole package. Qatar Pro Wrestling. The roster resides in the best hotels. We have program, we go around, we see places. When we went to Sudan, we were taken to the Nile. I mean, we're treated like superstars.
احنا ولله الحمد وصلنا للعالمية، والدليل ان الاعلام الامريكي والاعلام الغربي يتكلم عنا. وان شاء الله باذن الله ان احنا راح نطمح للافضل عشان نوصل اللي نحن نبيه.
I'm excited for the growth. We've had tremendous success in the past 3 years, and I'm really looking forward to the next few years, inshallah.
And it's going to be very successful. It's not going to be a one-time thing. It's going to be a long-term project.
We're planning to host more shows in more countries, more superstars, new superstars, an academy, a TV show, reality show will start soon too. And besides that, for sure, people asking us for merchandise. All this is in planning step by step. And so far we're on the right path, and soon you will be updated about all this.
I'm very thankful for this company and the opportunities that they've given me to be able to show the talent that I have across the world and go in places that I never thought of going and defending something that I never thought I would have.
I will go as far and say Qatar Pro Wrestling, one day, maybe in 3 or 4 years, are really close to watch for WWE as a contra product. They have the resources, they have the interest of the people. The Middle East is so interested in the product of wrestling, and Qatar Pro Wrestling gives everything you really want.
أنا أقول لكل الجمهور المهتم في عالم مصارعة المحترفين، QPW لا زال في البداية ومحتاج وقت طويل، وكل اللي احنا محتاجين منهم هو متابعتنا ودعمنا والصبر علينا، وبإذن الله ما يشوف